Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. Today I have 3 replays for you in the Tier 6 Tech Tree German tank destroyer, the Jagdpanzer IV. Now I'll be honest, usually I don't feature Tier 6 replays on the channel very much, mainly because I don't really play Tier 6, I don't have much of a reason to play that low. But recently I've been starting to try and finish off the grinds, which I haven't done. There's only a few lines I've got left to do, but the Jaeger 100 was one of them. And I thought, I'm going to just do that grind. And I discovered I've never actually played this tank before, and this tank is insanely deadly. It has ridiculous DPM. On the, you got basically got 220 alpha, and you're a ridiculously quick rate of fire. So your actual DPM is like 3,300. I got it down to with this with this setup, and you can just pick up so much damage so quickly. Like this, it's got a fantastic concealment. I've got the concealment down to 185. So you're very stealthy. And obviously at tier 6, not everything has that much view range, and you can really just abuse that. And it takes, they have to get very close for to be able to spot you. And honestly, I've had some crazy games which you're going to see in this replay. I did go on just a free market because I decided I liked it that much. I thought, let's just do the free mark, because I wanted an excuse to play it. And yeah, I've got the 3 replays here, sort of leading up to the 3rd mark of excellence. And yeah, they are some crazy games for a tier 6 tank. So already we're on to 1,500, 1,500 damage. Yeah, we're just hitting in this sort of sniping spot. We are a stealthy tank destroyer. I can't be too aggressive. There is 2 fun police in the game as well. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to shoot anything that gets detected. And thankfully for us, we have had a good opportunity to pick up some early damage. Almost on 2,000 damage already, and the game hasn't really been going that long. So I'm just waiting at the moment just to see if anything gets spotted so I can shoot it. I'm sort of keeping an eye on the mini-map on the other side to see what's going on there, see if I have to turn around to defend the base somewhat, but I'm not that far away to do so. So I am just going to try and pick up some much damage as I can first, and then maybe I'll have to turn my attention, or maybe I'll have to push forward. So I'm looking to try and get the finishing kill on this heavy tank. We do, picking up our 2nd kill of the game. Put us on to over 2,000 damage now, just shy over 2,000. Get a shot into the enemy light tank. Always good to try and take out those light tanks. This makes it a lot easier towards the end game. But I think this position has kind of outlived its usefulness now, and I'm conscious that we're going to start to potentially lose the base. We're either going to lose on the other side in sort of the top left hand corner of the map, and I'm going to have to set up to defend, or I'm going to have to push forward. But looking at it, the enemy team has broken ground, and it does, well, at least it appears to me at this point, that's my kind of thought process right now, that we're going to lose that side. So I want to put myself in a position early so that as the enemy team come in, I can try and pick them off. Now I've got all the camo crew set up on this tank, so I'm going to be behind this bush, and this is a top tier game, so you can see how devastating the actual camo rating can be when you are top tier in this tank, and you can just fire that gun just so quickly. So an enemy light tank, the ELC, comes in, gets shot down by our friendly teammates, but the enemy team is advancing. Now I just want to stay back as far back as I can so I can get the damage, and just hopefully my team can light them up, and then we're able to get the shots in. Because like I said, I don't particularly want to get detected because there is 2 fun police in the game. The low tier artillery is deadly. We managed to get a nice track shot into that enemy Rampanzer. Trying to get another shot into him if we can. We do, putting him onto half health. He's tracked again, and you can just see how quickly you could just blitz through the enemy health and the hit points there. So we put him onto a 1-shot. Looks like he's moved, so we've got no longer any shots on that tank there, but we're just going to wait. As the team get a bit closer, we should be able to get more shots in. So there's a lot of buildings in the way right now. I could try and shoot the discussable cover, but I'm kind of conscious on my ammo count, because I have had quite a few games where I've pretty much run out of the ammo. Managed to get a nice finishing shot on the enemy heavy. We are losing this game right now. It is a 4 versus 7. I'm just going to try and back up to get behind this bush. And look, you see the enemy team's 300 metres away. I'm shooting through this bush. I'm not getting detected. We managed to get one shot into there. We're looking to try and get a track shot in if possible, so we can track him in place. We damage his ammo rack, and we should be able to finish him off there before he escapes, even in this game up, putting us onto 3,500 damage with a tier 6 tank and 4 kills. Get another shot through the turret. Hopefully we can try and finish off this tank if we can, and we do, picking up our 5th kill of the game. Put us on to just shy of 4,000 damage and 5 kills. Now, I was kind of tempted to start to move in at this point, but then I kind of realised, yes, there's 2 enemy fun police, so if I do get spotted pushing this enemy KV down there, then obviously I could, lower tier artillery is deadly, so they could just pick me off in the open. So I thought, you know what, I'm having a good game, let's just be a little bit more patient and wait for this heavy tank to come to us, and then we can try and farm him just like we did with the other tanks. And once that tank is dealt with, then we can go after the enemy fun police, or aka the enemy artillery, which is in there, obviously towards their base area there. So the KV's coming. I did thought, well, let's just shoot this cover down, but then I'm looking, I've only got 13 shells left. I'm going to need them shells potentially to deal with the rest of the tanks. So I'm going to try and reposition so I've got shots into this enemy tank here. We got some nice shots in. He's in the open for us. And I say it's like 3 seconds. We're just reloaded already when we pop our food. It's just absolutely crazy. We put him onto a one shot to us. We're looking to try and get another shot in, but he's now behind the cover. And at this point I'm thinking, well, he's a one shot. I'm sure my friendly team are going to be able to deal with that tank now. There's an enemy light tank that's going to get behind him. So I'm going to get a head start on my friendly team and start to make my way to the enemy base where the enemy artillery is going to be, and I suspect the enemy tank destroyer is going to be too. So, but I was wrong, the enemy tank destroyer is here, and thankfully we catch him just at the right time. Hopefully we should get another shot before we get in cover. We put him onto a one shot there, but he just manages to get in, so we're not able to finish him off in time. And I'm conscious now that the fun police is going to start looking for shots. It is starting to look for shots onto me, so I've got to be careful, because obviously I can't stay still. I don't want to give them an easy shot, but also I need this TD to die. I'm hoping our friendly teams can come behind him and finish him, so that I can move on to the enemy artilleries there. But I'm looking to try and get a finishing shot. I probably would have got the kill, but our enemy Chaffee comes in and finishes him off. Now I've got to try and avoid the bombardage of the from the sky from any artillery, but it is just 2 tanks remaining. We have got 5 kills here and just shy of 5,000 damage. Like I say, 5,000 damage in a tier 6, it is crazy, but this tank is very capable of doing that because it's got that fantastic DPM. So if you get the right game, you can just pick up damage. If you're just able to farm unspotted, that's what this tank just excels with, really. Because like I say, you've got 185 concealment, especially when you're top tier, it's going to be very, very difficult for the enemy team to spot you, and in which time you've just racked up so much damage if you manage to catch someone out. So I'm guessing the enemy artillery is going to be at the top of the map, but one of them gets spotted in the corner, the other one gets spotted up the top. Should be able to get a finish. We pick up our 6th kill of the game. And at this point, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of hoping in a weird way that I can try and get this artillery and kill. Maybe if the enemy artillery shotguns are light, a little bit mean, but then I've got an opportunity to pick up the Devastator. So it does get taken out, and now I'm thinking, right, we've got a good opportunity here now to get that Devastator, but also I don't really want to throw this game away by getting shotgunned by the enemy artillery, and then I suppose losing to one enemy artillery piece. That would be a little bit of a shame, because we like to say we have had a good game. We've brought this one back. So I'm going to take a wider path here so I can try and, at least I'm thinking he's probably not going to be expecting me from coming from this angle. But I do get detected. He is looking for us. Thankfully he misses his shot. We should get an opportunity to get one into him. But he's using the cover well, and he's making it very, very awkward. But he has obviously got our other enemy friendly tank destroyer coming in from the other side. Looks like he's just fired again, so I'm going to try and come in and get this shot in now. He's on a potential one shot to us, and we managed to squeeze that shot in, picking up the 7th kill of the game. And that is the end of replay number 1, but we have 2 more replays to come, and believe it or not, they get bigger as we go on. So that's 7 kills, 5,000 damage, 2,500 base XP there. And that is the end for replay number 1. Picking up the Ace Tanker, the High Caliber, and the Bajuchi medal and the Devastator medal there. So that's it for replay number 1. I'll stop rambling and move on to replay number 2. Okay then, so here we are for the second replay on Prague. There is 2 enemy artilleries in the game, and we are top tier again, and there's no enemy light tanks. So I must admit, I was kind of licking my lips at this point when I was, just grinding this tank out, going for the marks, because I'm thinking I've got a good opportunity here for a big game. Being no enemy light tanks in this game, and the fact that this tank has that good camo rating, we've got a good opportunity here to kind of farm a lot of damage, unspotted potentially down this one line. Because you're not going to have them light tanks sort of full sending around the place, so I've got a good chance of not getting detected. And proc is, when it's such a situation and something like this, you can pick up a lot of damage because it is quite a nice big open map where you can catch some stuff out. So already we pushed up here, we spotted an enemy medium tank, and we are looking to try and get some shots into that tank. We also spot another heavy here, which is somewhat in the open to us, and we're going to try and pick up the damage where we can. So we get 2 shots into him there, looking to try and get the 3rd shot in if we can, which we do, put him onto a 1 shot to us, and we're looking to see if we can now finish this tank off, because I want to try and kill the tanks which are closest to me, which are really the tanks which I feel like are more dangerous in detecting me, because I want to try and stay unspotted so I can just keep this gun firing if I can. Looks like I do have shots so onto the other side of these tanks poking up here, and I'm looking to try and get the damage again, while the damage is available to me. So this enemy deadbolt's picking up. I should be able to maybe finish this tank off before it gets into cover. He does get taken out though, but there's still this other enemy medium we can try and get shots in. Now I'm going to go for this enemy Crusader just because you like to say sort of the position he was taking. I didn't want to get detected, but you're going to have to get pretty close to spot me, to be honest with you. But already, we're on to 2,000 damage. Like I say, this game has only just started, and we are just sort of slinging those shots in. We're going to try and take off this enemy medium tank. We do, putting us into 2,000 damage, and actually picking up a tiny bit of assistance there. Pretty much the whole of our team is in this one line, so I'm thinking if the enemy team are going to go from the other side and cross the sort of hill on the far, the opposite side of the map, I want to try and win this one line as quickly as I can, so then I can kind of deal with that situation. But right now, I literally just been firing this gun, just pretty much as I was reloading, I was firing the gun. And that is just a perfect opportunity. You can just see how quickly the damage you can just bring in this situation with this insane DPM. So already now onto 3,000 damage, and just farming the damage away. It's still actually quite a close game. Considering I've just been farming these shots here. We're actually losing. I don't think I could have really done a lot more right now. Hopefully to try and finish off this enemy heavy tank. We do get the shot in. We should get the finish here, and we do, picking up our 3rd kill of the game, bringing it back to sort of an 8 versus 9. I'm going to carry on pushing down this one line because I suspect the enemy artillery is down here. Now I know for sure they are because I saw one of the enemy artillery tracers, so I'm hoping to be able to outspot them. And maybe we can then just try and farm the artillery, or maybe we'll pick up a bit of assistance. We're going to take care of this enemy heavy tank first. Probably should have aimed that 1st shot a little bit better, because I could have finished them off there with the first time of asking. But now I'm on to 4,000 damage, and there's still 8 tanks just left for me right now. So I'm thinking I'm just spotting all the enemy team, just keeping an eye on their hit points. I know where the artillery is. I know the artillery will probably be full health, so I want to try and spot that artillery. Now we do spot one, and now like I say, we've got shots into this tank. The concealment is so good, and it's not going to get detected here with my crew and setup in this tank right now. We put him onto a 1 shot. I put myself onto 4,500 damage with 4 kills and a tiny bit of assistance. And now it's just about, we've made this game a lot easier for us because we won this one line and we just have rear shots now into any of these tanks on the ridges. But we actually spot the other enemy artillery, but we also do get detected. I'm not getting targeted though, but now we do get targeted. But I'm able to finish off the enemy artillery before he gets away, picking up 5,000 damage and 5 kills remaining, with 5 enemy teammates, enemy team remaining as well. So we lose our spot. We're going to look to see if we can try and get some more shots in. Unfortunately, I missed that Crusader there, but we are still full health, so we can afford to take a few shots if we need to. And I'm going to try and move forward here, but as I do so, the enemy Crusader gets spotted. We try and track him in place. He repairs his track, should get another opportunity to get the shot in, and we're looking, seeing if we can try and get the finishing shot now, which we do, confirming our 6th kill of the game. Put us in on to just shy of 6,000 damage now in a tier 6 tank, which is just pretty nutty, to be honest with you. I mean, if you had that 6,000 damage in a tier 8, you'd be pretty happy. But 6,000 damage in a tier 6 is just, just crazy. So we're looking to try and get the finish on this enemy tank. So we realised we could potentially get a Radleys here. We managed to kill both tanks remaining. We're going to come in here. We actually we get tracked, I think, just to be about to pull that shot. So ends up, missing that shot there. But we pick him up in the end, confirming our 7th kill. And now it's just 1 enemy TD remaining in this game. Can we get there? Can we get the kill? I'm hoping he loses his spot, so then we can get an opportunity to spot him and potentially pick up the Radleys here. It could be nice to finish this game with the 8th kill, if possible. And we come round, he does get detected. We're looking for the finish, and we just squeeze that in, picking up the Radleys, bringing us an end to replay number 2. And let's see how we finish that off. We finished that with 8 kills, 6,000 damage, 3,000 base XP, and a tiny bit of assistance. So I say this is an absolute nutty tank, to be honest with you. It is absolutely crazy. And that is the end of replay number 2, but one final replay to come, and let's move on. Okay, so here we are for the final replay. Now this is one where we achieved 3rd marks of excellent on Serene Coast. There is 1 enemy artillery, 1 enemy light tank in the game, and we are top tier again. I do actually have some bottom tier replays in this game which I could share, and I've actually had some really big games bottom tier, but these are just the biggest, overall games I had, and I thought I'd use it in this one video. Like I said, I don't really do the tier 6 tanks, but I just really like playing this tank, so I thought I'd share it. Now, it is tier, because we are top tier, I am playing a little bit aggressively here to try and get the spots. I want to try and spot this heavy tank, because he's looking like he's the one which could potentially spot us if he gets underneath the ridge. And I don't want him to get underneath the ridge, but thankfully our friendly Oho derps him, and we actually pick up some assistance and gets rid of that tank, which is really good. Like I say, I'm in a position, if I get detected here, then I am in trouble, but I'm really relying on the fact that I've got ridiculous concealment and the fact that it's top tier, so I kind of just play into the situation I'm in right now, and I want it to be the one, so I can pick up the assistance as well, and kind of spot for our team. And so already we picked up 1,000 assistance and sort of 600 odd damage. And yeah, we're in a really good position here. We're trying to farm this tank on the hill. We managed to get some shots into him, putting him on to a 1-shot, but he just gets away from us there. Like I say, we're in a good position right now to kind of spot them. I am using this bush here to try and keep ourselves, a little, protected. But I'm sort of ever so slowly nudging forward to spot them. Like I say, this is very risky. If I get detected, I am in trouble. But yeah, I'm kind of just. I kind of just got very, very comfortable with how ridiculous this camo rating of this tank is. So we managed to spot another tank crossing, picking up 1,300 assistance there total. And we're just seeing if we can light any more tanks. We spotted an enemy heavy tank behind that rock there. Just pulling back to see if we can get any more shots onto the hill. And thankfully we now spot another TD crossing, so we could potentially pick up some more assistance there. Or maybe some more damage as well. And we're picking up, the assistance is coming in. And, at this point, I'm just going for the 3rd mark of excellence. So I've already, I think I was pretty close to free market anyway. Obviously, it's only a tier 6 tank, but I've probably done it now at this point. So I'm kind of not really concerned. It means I can play with, more aggressive as well, because, worst case, I've already free marked it. But I might as well try and go and see if we can get as much out of this game as we can. But it's still, it's still fairly even right now. But we've kind of taken a lot of control, a lot of map control from the enemy team, which kind of forces them back into just one position. And I've just been sat in this position right now, just farming damage, putting myself onto 2,500 damage, 1,500 assistance, picking up a second kill there. Looking to try and get some cross shots just where we can. Enemy tank destroyer gets spotted. We missed the first shot, but we've got another opportunity at it to try and get some more damage in. We put one shot into him there. If we can, we'd like to track him in place. We do track him, which means we're going to be able to get some more assistance. And that puts us on to 2,000 assistance, 3,000 damage with 2 kills. 7 enemy teammates remaining. This enemy heavy tank is kind of just playing behind that rock, which means I don't really have the shots in. And at this point, I think it's time for me to move up. The rest of the team, enemy team, are probably in their base, sort of kind of pinned back in their base area. But I'm going to see if I can try and get to position to get shots onto this heavy tank, who I know is behind that rock on my right hand side. But as we pull forward, we actually spot a few more tanks, pick up a little bit more spotting assistance. Like I say, we're kind of like, we're taking a lot of control away from the enemy team now. There's only 6 tanks remaining. I'm looking to try and get into position to shoot this heavy tank. I know he's kind of not looking for us. We get one shot into him. We actually damage his engines. We're going to go for his engine again, and we set him on fire. And we should be able to get the finish there. And we put us on to 3,400 damage. Enemy artillery gets the shots into us, but thankfully he doesn't pen. But we don't want to try and give him another excuse to shoot us there. So we're going to try and close the distance to this building on our left hand side, or dead in front of us now, to try and shield us from the enemy artillery if we can. But enemy artillery gets shut down, and now we're just farming this heavy tank here. Hopefully should try, well, it's heavy or medium tank I should say. We get one shot in, was kind of going for the backtrack rule there to see if we can track him in place, to stop him escaping. But we should. You just see how quickly this tank just reloads. It's just absolutely insane. So we're now on 4,000 damage, 2,400 assistance, 2 enemy teammates remaining. And we're just going in now at this point. This game is won. We're not going to lose an 11 versus 2. I've seen crazy things happen, but I'm pretty confident that's not happening right now. So we're just going to go in and just trade 1 for 1. We actually bounce a shot. We're going to get penned here, but we should be able to finish him off pretty quickly. We do get the kill, putting us under 4,600 damage, 2,600 assistance, 5 kills. And 1 enemy teammate remaining. It's enemy team remaining. So we're going to try and get the kill shot, and if we possible, pick up the top gun. I mean, I've definitely free marked to tank in this game, but we just want to see if we can get that top gun. So here he is crossing. We get 1 shot in, damage his engine, hoping to get a second shot in. We do hit him. Unfortunately, we bounce that shot though. Just get a bit unlucky with RMG there. We might be able to pick up the kill. We do get another shot in, but again it does track damage. We finally pen him, but we don't roll high enough to kill him, and that's probably a missed opportunity now because we can't get that Top Gun medal. But yeah, we do finish off with another very, very big game, which brings us an end to the replay. Let's see how we got on. So we got 5,000 damage. Base XP of 3,114, because we got 2,600 assistance. So we had like over 7,500 combined game at tier 6 there. And that is it for the video. So like I say, thank you so much for watching. And as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!